Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Angela here for another day of drawing together. Do you know how many days we've been drawing together now? 123 days. This is our 23rd, should I say, day of drawing together. It has been so much fun. Now, it is almost December. We only have a couple days left. We just celebrated Thanksgiving, and now we're only a couple days away from December. And when I woke up this morning, I was not sure what we were going to draw today. I had no idea. And then I came down to my studio and I found somebody sitting at my easel. Who do you think it was? Should we take a look? And when I saw him, I thought, maybe we should draw him today. Maybe that's why he showed up on my easel. Are you ready? Here he is. He's still sitting here. Right there. It is Elf on a Shelf. Now, some of the kids have Elf on a Shelf comes and visits them at their house. Some people don't, but most everybody knows the story of Elf on a Shelf. He is a little elf that goes around all of December and hides different places in your house. Now, you're not allowed to touch him because then he loses his magic. But he moves to a different place every day, and you're supposed to find him. It's kind of like a little hide-and-go-seek with the elf. So the elf hid right here on my easel today. So I'm going to let him sit there while we draw him. Now, we're not going to draw his whole body. Let's just draw his face and his hat today, okay? So grab your paper, your pencils, your crayons, your markers, your colored pencils, whatever you have at home, and let's get drawing, okay? I got my big marker here with me. Now, we're going to draw him big. We're going to draw his face. It's going to be a self-portrait, not of me, but of the elf, okay? So that means it's just going to be kind of a portrait of him. So it's going to be just his head and shoulders, and maybe we'll fit his hat in there too. But I want to make him super big. I want to make a really big circle here. So let's see. I'm going to start right here, and I am going to make a very big circle. I want to make sure I make it kind of round because this face is going to be kind of round. So it's a little smushed down, but I kind of like the shape of that head. It's kind of like really round and like a little fat, chubby cheeks. Okay, now we have him. Let's go ahead and put in, I'm going to say his eyes. I like to place the eyes in there so we kind of can know where the rest of the head is going to be. So his eyes are, they're kind of flat on the bottom, and then they go to round parts on the top. I'm going to put them, I'd say almost center down a little bit. So I'm going to draw a line right at the bottom here, just like that. And I am going to draw kind of almost like a gumdrop. So I have one there, and notice how I have it kind of tilting in. I'm going to do another one here, just like that. And then I'm going to put like a gumdrop top on it. Everybody knows what a gumdrop is, don't they? All right, so now we have the placement of his eyes. I want to go ahead, and he's got like blue eyes with a black pupil. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make just a half line like that. And then his little pupil is going to be in here. He's going to be looking over at this guy right here. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to make the part that's going to be blue in there. I'm going a little above it. I'm being a little messy. And then I'm going to do his pupil. All right, are we ready? While we're there, let's go ahead and just draw in. Let's get this colored in. Sometimes when we color in the pupil, it takes away the confusion of all the different lines we have in the eye. All right, there's one eye. And here is another eye. Oh my gosh, I got a squeaky marker. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and give him some little eyelashes so I don't forget. I'm going to give him some right out the side here. Just some cute little eyelashes that gives him a cute little look. I don't want to forget them, so I'm putting them on now. Now let's give him a little nose. We're just going to do like a little loop or a little curve for his nose. I came down quite far down, and then I'm going to give him a mouth. His face is all kind of on the bottom of his round circle. Let's make the lines right on the side. We'll give him a little smile. Very nice. Kind of looks like an emoji right now, doesn't it? And then let's give him a little chin, just a little tiny chin. All right, since he's looking so much like an emoji, let's give him his hair. He's got some very handsome hair that goes to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go down here. And then I'm going to cut in. And then I'm going to loop back up to the side. So that is going to be the bangs that come down, just like this bangs. Then we're going to give him some hair on the side. Just going to be a little bit of a loop like that. And then let's do the same thing on this side. And let's give him some eyebrows while we're in here. And then we have the face all done. And I just made lines. There you go. Now you get your Elf on a Shelf face. Do you like it, buddy? He says yes, he likes it. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's do his hat. He has got a white border, just like a Santa hat. And let's start right down where his hair kind of ends. Let's go right up and give the white part big enough, big enough, big enough. And then end it right at that side of his hair. Perfect. Now let's give him his hat. You know what? I've drawn his face so big, we're not going to be able to see the top of his hat. The top of his hat is going to go right off of the top of our paper. But it's going to give the illusion it's there. So we are going to go ahead, probably right as it starts turning here. It's kind of straight here. Let's go ahead and put his hat right up like that. It goes straight up. His hat doesn't fall over like mine. And then let's go right up here where it's straight, and then right about when it's getting ready to turn. There we go. Now we got Elf on a Shelf's hat, but I made him so big it doesn't fit. All right, now we're going to do his collar, because this is the one that makes him look just like who he's supposed to be, the Elf on a Shelf. Now let's give him a very small neck. I'm going to come down quite a ways. I'm going to come down where his mouth is. I'm going to come right down there to make his neck, and right over here. Just a little tiny neck. We don't need a big one. And I have got him so big that we're not going to have too much of the collar is going to show either. So I'm going to do a little kind of a curve, just like that. And then let's go ahead and do, we're going to get 1 point in, maybe 2. Elfie, I'm not supposed to touch him, so I don't know what to do. Move over, move over. Okay, and then I'll do another one. Can I just lift his hand? Oh, I don't want the magic to disappear if I touch him. But he had to move. He was in the way of art. And when you're in the way of art, you got to move. All right. I think we pretty much got it now. Let's go ahead, and my elf's eyes are blue. I don't know if you've got an elf at home that shows up, but you'll have to do him the eyes you want. It could be brown, it could be blue, it could be green, it could be whatever color you want. All right, I'm going to do mine blue. So I'm leaving this part of it white, and I'm getting this part right here next to my pupil. I like this blue. This is a really nice, bright blue. Because there's not too many colors in this elf. Kind of red and white. So the blue will give it a nice touch, a little bit of pop of color in the middle of it. All right, we got our elf's eyes on there. Now, I'm going to get skin color for my elf. Now, elves are all different colors, so you pick the color skin that you want to put yours. Mine's very light, so I kind of looked at my crayon, put it up next to him, and I thought, yep, that's the color. That's the color. So we're going to color that in. I'm not going to take a long time. Oh, you know what? I'm going to grab my marker. I forgot something. How is Elf on a Shelf going to hear us if he doesn't have ears? Let's throw some ears in there. Right here at the hat. Well, at the bottom of the hat. Let's go ahead and give him an ear. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't have an ear. And then let's go over here and give him another ear. Now he'll be able to hear it. Now it looks a little more like Elf on a Shelf. All right, you know how I thought about it when I was coloring him in? I'm thinking, he doesn't have any ears. See, I even forget stuff. Okay, he is adorable. I like Elf on a Shelf. An Elf on a Shelf, even though I don't have any small children at my house, my elf shows up anyway. So when my grandkids come over, they go hunting all over my house to find the elf. Sometimes he's doing crazy things. Sometimes he's doing naughty things. He's a bad elf sometimes. Sometimes he does things he shouldn't be doing, like getting into syrup, like chocolate syrup in my cupboard and stuff like that. Eating too many sweets, that kind of thing. Alrighty. Color in his ear here. I'm getting there. How about you? Are you having a hard time drawing all this, coloring all this? It's a lot of face. It's a lot of face. And I'm going to get his neck while I'm down here. Don't want to forget his neck. Got to rest a minute. Probably you have drawn yours smaller, so it's not as hard to color in. I've just got such a big piece of paper here. But I like to do this big paper so you can see really well. But I think it's my last piece of paper. You know where I'm going today. I got to go buy some more paper. So we'll be able to continue doing this. There you go. All right, I like them. I like them. All right, I'm gonna do brown for hair because my elf's hair is brown, even though mine is kind of, well, we won't even discuss what color my hair is. Let's not go there. Okay, brown, here we go. We got brown hair on this side. And we got brown hair over here. We're gonna get down into the point. Whew. And now let's do his hair up here. He is looking spectacular. So, I wonder where I will find him tomorrow. I hope he's someplace else because I don't want to draw him again. I think he was kind of pushing to get his picture drawn today. So I figured, what the heck? We're almost a couple days outside of December. We might as well bring Elf on a Shelf. Well, he wanted to bring himself here, but we might as well draw him. My grandkids will like to see this one. All right, whew. One more color, folks, one more color. Let's grab, oh, you know what, before we do one more color, let's do two colors. I'm gonna grab pink, and I'm gonna give him some little pink cheeks. And I'm just gonna go around a nice circle, around and around and around. Give him a little color in his cheeks. And a little more over here. And they could be as big as you want. Okay. There, now he's got some cute little pink cheeks. Now we'll do the red hat he's wearing. Now, I'm not gonna see a whole bunch of his hat, but that's okay. We're gonna color it in. And remember, you could do anything with the background if you want. If you want to draw something back here, you can. If you want him to be sitting on a Christmas tree, you can have a Christmas tree in the background. You can have him doing anything you want, or he could just be Elf on a Shelf. Just the picture of him. He's got a lot of hat. I wish I had drawn it just a little bit smaller so I could have at least had the point of his hat on here. But that's okay too. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm almost done. All right, so when we get back together again, we will really be in December. So we are going to try to hit some holiday things and draw some holiday type things. So we're starting out with Elf on a Shelf, and I don't know where we'll go from here. We'll have to see what my clever little mind comes up with. All right, boys and girls. We've got Elf on a Shelf here. I hope you did a good job. I hope you're having fun doing this. We will see you next week. Do what I tell you every single week. I want you to listen to your parents. We're back to washing our hands again. Wash your hands, listen to your parents. I want you to be creative and please be kind to each other. Kindness goes a very, very long way in this world. So we'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. Get your Elf on a Shelf drawn today. Bye-bye.